Poirier, which we all watched. Khabib said, quote, when money and fame come, these two things show who you are. And what has McGregor done with him? No, I don't believe he'll return to the top. Conor has good age, 32, but what happened with his mind? Legs, this guy is finished, but he's good for promotion. He said a lot there. Shannon, do you agree with Khabib's sentiment?
Hell, I said it. I said it yesterday. I've been saying it. And basically, and that's so true. Money makes you more of what you already are. If you're a jerk, you become a bigger jerk.
Yep.
It's simple as that. Money just makes you more of what you already are. If you were not a good person and you get money, you will become a worse person. Money and power corrupts people. Yep. It makes them more of what they already are. He said, this is what he is. And it takes a special type of person to have, in that sport, to have that kind of resources in his bank account and says, you know what, I still have that same drive. Skip, remember, he used to have to fly coach. Now he flies private everywhere he goes. He used to have to stay in seedy motels if and when he could afford to go on vacation. Now it's private jets, now it's yachts, now it's 5-star hotels. He's eating Michelin meals. That's a whole different ball game. And like Khabib said, he's still young. But where is his mind? Because in this sport, your mind is everything. I agree with Khabib. I do not believe Conor will return to what he once was because I do not see the evolution that it takes to remain a top fighter. All these fighters that he once fought has evolved. Tell me the one thing that Conor has gotten better at in the octagon since 2015. One thing, Skip, as what did Khabib say? He still can sell a fight. He still can do that, Skip. He's box office because he can convince you that, oh, man, Conor gonna get him. Ooh, Conor gonna knock him out. Conor say he gonna do all this. He do all that trash talking about the man's wife, talking about what he gonna do. He gonna put a hole in his head. He getting carried out the ring. And people believe it because he's very convincing. But 3 of the last 4 fights, I've seen the man sitting on his butt, looking around like what happened. He got choked out, and he was about to get pummeled again.
Yep.
Because remember now, he was not standing on his feet when they stopped this. He was sitting on his butt after Poirier had gotten up from elbowed him like 10 times in his face.
Poirier let him up so he could finish him off man-to-man, face-to-face, feet to feet.
Skip, I don't see him returning to what he once was. Could he fight? I mean, if you're gonna put him in there with some, but the top level fighters in that division, nah, I don't see it.
Oh, so first of all, forgive me for this, but I'm gonna pronounce it Khabib because I think we're supposed to. But whatever, it's okay. I think we Americanized it to Khabib.
Skip, actually, I played with a guy, but he didn't have the K in front of it. It was Brian Khabib.
Okay, well, there you go.
And so I guess theoretically it could be.
I don't know.
I thought the K was silent.
I think either one's fine, but I'm going to say Khabib.
So hopefully we're not offending him by saying Khabib.
Either way. I have nothing but respect for this man because you can make a case he was the greatest ever. And I assume he's retired because this is one guy, when he says, I've retired, that you can take it to your bank. Again, maybe money talks him out of retirement, but I don't think so. He made a big case that when my father's gone, and his father is gone, that I don't fight anymore. And his mother does not want him to fight.
Mom asked him to.
So all these words are gold to me, what he's saying. And this is a deep-thinking young man who's making the case that you have made from jump, which is money doesn't change you, it exposes you.
Yes.
Okay. And he makes the case that what has he done? He punched an old guy, and that was in a bar in 2019, because that's what he did. After he got his money, he punched the guy out in the bar. I don't know how. There's some suit pending somewhere about that. So I don't want to be a hypocrite because I bought into a lot of Conor's pre-fight hype building up to the Floyd event because it was mega event. It's some of the most exciting times we've had on this show. And I found Conor very appealing because he was winning. And I could accept all the pre-fight trash talk because I just sort of, it made me laugh instead of making me mad. And yet, once he made his whatever 100 million that he made
for Floyd,
and I thought he was great against Floyd. That's just me because I thought he stood toe to toe with him and he exchanged, and he lasted 10 rounds. And Floyd is difficult because Floyd, at that point, Floyd was still in shape and ready to fight. He took that fight very seriously. Okay, so now we get to Khabib. He's saying that if the MMA community is going to support this kind of person, then this sport is going to go in a bad way. Well, I think we just crossed the line, especially on Saturday night.
Right.
And I tweeted that immediately. I can't defend my guy Conor anymore because obviously against Khabib, pre-Khabib, he insulted his faith and his wife.
Yes.
And his parenting. He went after everything he could go after, and he nearly got killed because of that. Because if there hadn't been a referee there to stop it, I think
he didn't let him go immediately.
No.
He was still squeezing.
He would have squeezed the life right out of him. And then here we go again with Poirier, and I had no idea that he had detonated such hate in Poirier because I just sort of, it goes in one ear and out the other before the fight with the hype, but he's insulting his wife.
Yes.
And I didn't know if Poirier would laugh at that, but he didn't laugh at it.
No, he didn't think that's funny.
No, there was nothing funny about it to him. So he was taking it out on Conor. So Conor is defeating himself with his pre-fight hype talk, his trash talk, because he can no longer back it up. Ali, listen, what Ali did to Joe Frazier in Manila ahead of that fight, I thought it crossed the line. Maybe, again, that's more your call than mine, but it was racial insults of Joe Frazier, and it was so demeaning and so belittling that it made me cringe. Like, Muhammad, you're better than that, right? You don't have to reach for that or resort to that. Just fight. Well, they fought, man. They nearly killed each other.
They did.
And it went to the bitter end, and Ali was ready to throw in the towel, and Angelo Dundee said, no, I think he's not going to be able to come out. I think you got to stand up.
Joe just threw in the towel first.
He just threw it in. So you got to stand up and act like you're going to walk out there, and you're going to win the fight. And he did, and both of them wound up in the hospital. So my point is, at least Ali was still able to back it up. Conor not able to back it up. And then the most chilling point that Khabib made was that when you break a leg like that, you're never going to be the same with your kicking. He just said, I get it that his age is not bad yet. He just turned, what is today?
He's 33.
33. He's, what is today? I'm losing track of the days.
July 18th.
Okay, 33 tomorrow.
The day is 13th.
Yeah, okay. So he turns 33 tomorrow, Wednesday. And it's not too old, but he just lost a whole, I think there's going to be a calendar year of recovery
And that was one of the things that worked against him because he was inactive for such a long time. Skip, what is it, 4 fights in like 5 years?
Yes.
I mean, MMA fights, obviously he fought the one time against Floyd.
you.